I think I need to get.
Okay, I do believe that Black people have been beat down, but that's why I wanted to say we need to talk about the inconvenient truths. We talk a lot about gentrification.
Right.
Earlier this week, a dear friend of mine was doing some construction.
Right.
And they went to basically the hood here in Nashville, Tennessee. If you could have seen outside and inside of the house that these folks, Black folks, were living in.
Hold on, wait a minute. What the cars in the driveway look like?
No. I need you to hear me when I say that.
Okay, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
If we don't have any respect or hold any value in our own stuff, how in the hell do you expect anybody else to value what we do? You living in that condition with a house that look like it's halfway burnt up. Your yard got all kind of foolishness in it, dirt.
Old cars ain't ran in about 6 months.
Old car tires and all kind of mess.
Cats and dogs living together. Yep.
When they come in and buy up the property, but you don't do anything to take care of the property while you're in it. I know. We got mad at Bill Cosby when he said, "Black folks, you need to do better." But Black folks, you need to do better.
True.
You need to want more. You need to have more respect for yourself. You need to pull up your doggone pants.
What did Obama say to the Urban League? Black folks pick up a book and turn off the Xbox.
You need to get it together.
They ain't do nothing for us.
It's a black bank across the street from that dilapidated community.
Right.
Across the street from that mess.
Hey,
Yet
Anita.
we walk past it and act like it's okay.
Right.
And it's not. It's not. You had Killer Mike the other week arguing with what's his name, DJ Envy, about public schools and HBCUs, and should we take our kids to HBCUs? Should we take our kids to public schools? Soon as we get a little something, we out.
Oh yeah, we in Chenal. We out there in the ranch. We out there with the cotton eye kicking it. We sitting around here acting like the chicken is bad over here at the spot. And let's just be real. Before I beat up on Black folk, let me go ahead and have a talk with Black owners. Let me play the devil's advocate right quick.
Please do.
Black owners, get your stuff together.
Yeah.
Man,
nobody want to come in. Nobody want to come in here in your barbecue and they hair your sandwiches. And
Facebook does not like what we talking about because they done shut my live down.
They done shut you down. Oh man, that's where mine's going. Now how about that? My live going.
Like what I'm talking about today.
But let's say this too. Everybody who gives a review on a business that's not good is not hating. I mean, you have to. If you're an owner of a business, you have to take that feedback and make changes because your customers is what keeps you in business.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Absolutely.
So if your service got attitudes, what you want? Well, what can I get?
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Right. Yeah. What can I get?
Now, hey, can we talk about the doctors double booking? Having you sitting in there for about 3-4 hours to be seen?
Hey, go get that patient. Oh, he dead.
Yeah,
he dead. Go. It's a skeleton sitting out there in the waiting room.
Skeleton.
Go get him.
It's the waiting room throwing up. They sick.
Yeah,
you still can't get to the back to see the doctor.
Yeah, but that's what I say. Go to the car now at the hospital. What's wrong, boss? We sick. That's what I'm just saying. Hold on, let me get our elder statesman in because I know he been grinning. You got anything you want to say, elder statesman? Oh, you good? You good for right now? Oh, I'm working on you. So it's just the fact that and look, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Black businesses, customer service. Your bartender shouldn't come to work with no attitude. Mm-hmm. Look, and I ain't trying to be funny. I don't need to see your servers in there with orange hair. I ain't trying to discriminate on how people.
I really don't care.
No, but
how you express yourself. That's not.
So you want somebody to come to your table with a bunch of lip piercings and drool running out their mouth and all that?
It depends on the venue.
No, I'm talking about a restaurant handling your food.
Well, let's talk about
a
restaurant.
It still depends on the venue.
Let's talk about a restaurant. You know what? For whatever they've been through, whatever negativity that's followed this restaurant,
right?
Their customer service, I believe, is good. Right. Period. And that's Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, white established business.
Mm-hmm.
What model do they use to where you could have cars parked
man,
all
train
of
cars.
I mean, a train of cars, and you look at the competition, McDonald's or Burger King, where it has
nowhere near, and they icons for what, almost 100 years, and they nothing.
They can get them in and out and still serve you and still ask
a good
about
product,
your name.
Great customer service.
Right.
So it's that
a pleasure to serve you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Now all the
Chick-fil-A chicken is nasty. I don't know how y'all eat that mess.
I didn't.
And their owners are racist as well.
Okay, but
that's what I'm talking about.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Look at the model when it comes to service.
Right.
If I got your ancestors out there picking cotton, you gonna come buy a T-shirt from me?
No.
Okay.
Well, unless it's cold.
No.
Now, if it's a temperature like it was yesterday, yeah. Look here, bro. I hate it for y'all, but I need this shirt. I give you $10. Yeah. But I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. They have the model of customer service, and it's like no matter when you go, there's like a train of cars around them. Like that's like the best chicken like in the galaxy. Like, and I don't eat them.
That's because they selling the public this Christianity crap. Claiming that they're so Christian and holy. So you've got all of these little white Christians running to this restaurant thinking that they are pretending that this is some holy company, which in fact it isn't. If you look at its agenda, which is backed by ALEC and among other right-wing conservatives, you will be shocked. The same is the same with Hobby Lobby as well. Mm-hmm. This whole thing about them being closed on Sunday, that's a ploy.
Yeah.
That's all it is a ploy.
But they show,
you think you'd be surprised by that. What I'm surprised by is how many black folks I see in that drive.
Right, thank you.
I know.
Well, black people like chicken. That was stereotypical.
But that's the whole point.
White people. Every time I go to Chick-fil-A,
so they thought
but it goes back to what y'all were talking about with black businesses and consciousness. Okay? We cannot build our black businesses in our black community because there is no consciousness of black businesses in our community. That's part of the problem. Mm-hmm. And until we are the only people that boycott our own businesses.
Thank you.
Okay? Everybody else boycotts our businesses, and we do too.
Hey, Michelle.
Yep.
You see?
Hey, Nikki.
So no matter what they do, they come into our communities, they take the resources out, which is money.
What? Super Dave, maybe we need to do something with our community because we don't. I'm riding with you, but listen, you don't need no money to pick up garbage.
Right.
You don't need no money to clean up.
But that's a separate issue, though.
You can afford to buy some paint.
I'm strictly talking about black businesses as a whole.
Right, as a whole.
Okay, I'm not.
But you have to start. You have to start way before you get to the black business.
No, you don't.
We need to start taking responsibility for ourselves and our communities.
What builds communities are businesses. Why is it that when you see a school closes in a community, that community dies? The reason being, and this is not me saying it, they have proven studies. The reason being that all of the people that come to bring little Johnny and little Sally to school, that might be stopping at local restaurants, who might be buying gas in that local community, no longer is there. So what builds communities are businesses where people can go and spend money in that community, where they can buy in that community.
I'm not disagreeing.
That's what has to be done.
I wish Lil Ray Ray and Lil Pookie's mama and daddy would read to Lil Ray Ray and Pookie and vote in elections, in school board elections, and not sit on their hands and wait till it's the presidential election to get involved. And do something more than pass a meme.
But back to my point,
like comment. That's what I'm waiting on. But I'm tired. I'm about as woke as they come, but I'm sick of us. I am sick.
You sick and tired.
But that's what I'm getting at. We'll take, or Chick-fil-A will take little Ray Ray and Pookie as an employee, and they not the same. Something's different between 9 and 5 is different.
Right.
But if that same employee, you bring them on to an urban,
it's not true. Not true.
I want to fight today because look, I don't care.
It's the business because at Slim and Huskies here in Tennessee, in Antioch, and the one over there off of Jefferson, both of those got all kind of Ray Rays and Pookies, and all of them are pleasant. They have a good attitude. They might be tatted from head to toe, but you feel welcome when you go into that establishment.
Hey, Corey,
so no. It's not. It's what you expect out of people. It's what you demand out of people. And we need to. The people with good sense need to quit giving the people with bad sense an excuse to be low. an excuse to
fail. She hot today,
an
boy.
excuse
Look at her.
not to be better. You need to be better. You need to be better.
Let me quote one of my mentors when he talks about communities, okay? Because see, part of the problem is that we don't understand what a community is.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you. See, if you go to most cities, there's a Hispanic community.
Right.
There's an Indian community.
Right.
There are all kinds of communities, but when you go to cities, there are very few black communities in most of our cities. There are some. But here's what my mentor, Dr. Claude Anderson, because this is what we've got to understand.
What we got to understand.
That if we're going to rebuild our infrastructure,
right,
then that means we got to rebuild our communities, okay? Mm-hmm. So he says blacks have neighborhoods instead of communities.
Right.
A community is where a group lives, works, learns, competes, and thrives. Mm-hmm. It is where they store their valuables, their history, their culture, their businesses, their jobs, and functional schools. Black neighborhoods are like buckets with holes in them. They are porous and do not hold anything of value. A neighborhood is dysfunctional, crime-ridden, impoverished, and transitory in nature. So if we're going to rebuild our communities, then we have to be able to get everything we need in our communities. That means grocery stores.
Right.
That means jobs. That means people who have grown and become attorneys and doctors and lawyers who have moved away needs to be in that community.
Right.
When I grew up here in Little Rock, most of my teachers, most of my doctors, everybody lived around the corner.
Right.
So I could look up to them and say, I want to be like him, or I want to be like her.
Yep.
That's what a community is all about.
Right.
So we ain't doing nothing but spitting in the wind if we continue talking about economic development, if you're not talking about developing your own community. Because where you develop your community, then you develop pride. Right now, there are no pride in our communities because we live in neighborhoods.
Right. And do you ever try to keep yourself in a black neighborhood? You'll be gone by tomorrow.
The high society black folks, the middle society black folks, and the low society black folks,
the ninjas, all
need to get it together because I'm sick of them. All of them, educated, the uneducated, the rich, the poor, the woke, the coons. I'm sick of them.
Oh, the coons they catch hands with me. I give the coons the hand.
Complaining.
Well,
when
I was in Nashville and I drove by me as a gated community.
We don't have any personal pride.
She was living on her home.
Oh, you was in a gated community? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in a gated community.
What's the name of that estate that you live at, Mia? The gated community?
The estates?
I don't live in no gated
you gotta press that code. It's like a gated community with only 3 houses. Like 4,500 square feet.
Where you live. Where you live. You ain't talking about where I live.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me get it because I got some I'm gonna call. See, I had some bad customer service from black neighbor restaurants. Yeah, we got to deal with it, but let me get hands up. Give us your honest opinion of that of the Dak Shop.
The Dak Shop. Okay, I went to the Dak Shop and I sat at the bar.
What is the Dak Shop?
Yeah,
it's a restaurant, and they got a whole lot of daiquiri drinks right there on the, that you can order.
All right.
With alcohol in them. And when I went, it was a pretty good, the daiquiris was good, the alcohol in them was good for me. I ordered what did I order? Po' boy sandwich with fries. Okay. That tasted great. I mean, I had great service there. I can't complain about it at all.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And so I haven't been there. So are they still in business?
Yeah, they still in business.
Okay, so what has been the remarks or the feedback from this shop, establishment? I
think the feedback, what I've read was that when she opened, she just wasn't organized at the time. She got a whole lot of people. You know how when you're a business person and sometimes you're not ready for a big rush of business, it will cause you to get behind. You'll get,
right.
That's what it was. She just wasn't ready. She had all that business and couldn't handle it all. So that's the main complaint.
Well, definitely we need to frequent that place. We need to go there. I need to go there and see for myself because anything that is black owned and doing right in the community, and as you mentioned, it definitely is a good place to go to.
Sonia,
we need to go there. So shout out to What's the name of the place?
The Dak Shop.
The Dak Shop.
And that's Kimberly Beard is Dr. Kimberly Beard is, I think, owns it.
Okay, all right.
We got a person call. Hold on, let me go because I got to deal with somebody right quick. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hello. Yes, I'm trying to reach Pastor McDaniel, please.
Trying to reach who?
Okay, is this him?
No, it's not. I mean, this is my cell phone. I don't know who you're trying to reach, but.
Okay, well we're gonna try it back. Well, I sorry. Bye, colonizer, sir. Thank you. Okay, that's the wrong way. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the right number. Let me try him again. Here we go. We're gonna have to get out here and get the number from this guy. Try it again. Is it? Hold on. Lord, help! We got people coming in here and don't give us the right number, but I've got to call this guy because I had some bad service at a black restaurant. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, Mia. Just hold on, love.
No, this is not Mia. This is
yeah. Look. Hold on, who's that? Is that somebody on your...
This is someone that asked to chime in on my live video. Do I need to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't hear what's going on.
No, don't worry about it. Somebody that went up on Albany Brown, they tried to post a love letter to him. Try it again.
Well, I have someone that's chimed in, ma'am, and thank you so much for chiming in. Unfortunately, we can't hear you, so I'm going to have to cut it short. Okay, but you could probably call into the radio station. You want to call into the radio station?
Try to hold on, though, because we got to call this pastor.
We can't hear you, but you can call into the radio station, then you can get your question, your comment in, okay?
Yeah, hold on. We're going to give you the number, babe. Hold on. We're going to get... How you doing? How you doing? You not... Okay, well, we're going to give you the number. Just hold on. I got to call somebody.
Give us 1 second.
Give us 1 second. I got to call... Right. Hello?
Look, can we get it together?
We're going to get it together. We're going to get it together today.
That's why people don't support black business.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Yes, I'm trying to reach Pastor McDaniel, please.
This is Pastor McDonald.
Oh, how you doing, Pastor McDonald? Hey, how you doing? This is Deacon Mongo Slade. And this is Deacon Mongo Slade. How you doing today? This is Deacon Mongo Slade. Mongo Slade. That's my name, sir. Okay. How you doing?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, how you doing? I just wanted you to know I was in Kansas City last week, and I went and stopped by your restaurant. And nice place. Me and friends, we went and had us some deal. I brought a couple people from a church group there. But I wanted you to know
that's a good deal. Did you like the barbecue?
Well, the barbecue was okay, but I mean, I had little issues with some of the food that was there. Okay. And I just thought I'd call you man to man so we could kind of get this thing straightened out right here. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? So, I just was hoping we could work this out. Okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, I came there and then I had a little bit of bad service. There was hair in my sloppy Joe meat. I asked for them to put some extra beef squeezins in my shredded beef plate. They didn't give me no extra beef squeezins, and it was just kind of like a bad deal. My fries were cold. Super Dave, how you doing there? And it was just terrible. So, and we had an overall thing, but, we had 3 messed up plates.
Which location was you at? I got 2.
I'm sorry?
Which location was you at? I got 2.
Well, I was the one in downtown Kansas City.
Okay.
And I asked for some dessert, and the waiter came out with some Cheetos, and they put some sugar on top of it.
That's a... Listen, Pastor, that's not acceptable.
No. This is a joke, right?
No. Look here, bro. Look, I'm just trying to tell you what happened. And, we're Christian folk. We're Christian folk.
That's right.
So we're not going to make I know you're a Christian man. I'm a Christian man. I'm redeemed from goats for over 3 years now. So I've been delivered. So I just thought I'd come to you as a man and come talk to you about this. So I was just hoping, is there a way we can make this good?
This is Pastor McDonald.
Yeah, this is Pastor McDonald. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I just want to try to make this. Can we make this good?
You got the right number?
Yeah, yes, I have the right number.
Okay.
So here's what I would like from you. I want 3 free meals. I want 2 extra drinks with no sugar and tea. Okay. I want a certificate where we can come and eat free for the next month. and I would like a free delivery to my church for the next 6 months, and you gonna pay for that.
Nigga.
And a $15 gas card.
Yeah, and I need a gas card for coming down there.
Nigga, your mind.
Yeah, look here, bro. Now, look, I done forgave you once. Mm-hmm. Now, you keep bumping over the guns. I'm going to have to come down there and body slam you, Pastor. Now, I done tried this up and work this out with you. You want to be ignorant. You're going to talk about that. Well, you're going to fix this. Well, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to tell you.
I'm a pastor. I ain't a don't push me.
And
no threats towards me.
No, look here. You're going to fix this, or I'm going to go and tell them you fried chicken in last week grease all on social media. I'm going to tell them your side chick running the register. And your first lady don't know about it. I'm gonna tell them you made a sex sandwich with your deacon of the choir movement and your last 3 ushers. So you're gonna fix this, okay? That's what you're gonna do.
Oh man, wait a minute. You know my side chick? I mean, you know Sister Kelly.
Well, hold on, man. I know. Okay, so why you? Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah, I know the back of her head. But you want to come up here? You look here. You're gonna fix this. Okay? Now, I didn't try to be nice, try to come up here, talk to you like a man, passive man of the cloth and man of the cloth. And now you want to come up here trying to clown with me, talking about you ain't going to, you're going to fix this.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, man.
You're going to fix this.
Way too far. You taking this way too far. Now, if you had some bad service at one of my locations.
That's right. Where my bee squeezing? Where my bee squeezing?
On social media. You don't go on social media scandalizing my name, my business, my restaurant, and all that.
No,
now, we're Christian men, right?
Yeah, I'm a Christian man. Let me tell you something. I am a Bible-thumping, NRA-carrying black conservative. And I'm going to tell you, I'm from the Martin Luther King era. But let me tell you something. And Martin Luther King bring him back now, boy, I tell you, they kill him again because it's Negroes like you. God bless President Trump. Boy, I tell you right now, it's Negroes like you just killing us all. You're going to fix this. Because if I have to come down there, I'm going to body slam you, bro. I done talked to you twice now. Yeah, I done talked to you twice. You're going to be ignorant. You're going to tell me you ain't going to fit. I want my bee squeezing. I ain't getting no bee squeezing on my food, bro. And I got one thing else I'm going to tell you.
I promise I am.
Okay, right.
You got to make me go there.
Well, come on, go there.
Conservative. So this is okay. This is what it is, man. You know what, man? You Sambo.
Yeah.
Let me just calm down.
Yeah, you need to calm down. Because if I come down there and I ain't got beef squeezings, I ain't got my extra meat, you ain't giving me my $50 gas card. See, my boy over here need the $50 gas card. You don't come get it. It's going to be chitty, chitty, bang, bang. That's all I got to say. There's going to be some problems up in here. So I just tell you like this. I got one more thing I got to tell you. One more thing I need to tell you if I get down there and come down there.
And then I got something to tell you.
What you going to tell me? What you going to tell me?
I'm going to lay hands on you.
Okay, well, lay hands. I got one thing else I'm going to tell you. I got one thing I want to tell you. Okay? You listening? You hearing me? Did Digging the Django from Devil's Advocate. You have now been pranked.
This who?
The Digging the Django from Devil's Advocate. You have been pranked, sir.
Wait a minute. Hey, man, you that brother out of Little Rock.
Yes, I did do it out of Little Rock.
Man, you know what? I listen to y'all show. How do you get this number?
Your side chick gave it to me.
Man. You prank call me. Do you really know my side piece? Do you really know Sister Kelly?
Boy, thank you.
You know just a little bit too much.
Yeah, a little too much.
Just a little bit too much.
That's a little too much. But you know what? I want to thank you, Pastor, for being a good sport. I want to thank you. Look here, in honor of Black History Month, I'm going to give you 18 fried chicken and watermelon dinners for your congregation. We're going to send those out to you today. How about that?
This ain't live, is it? This ain't live, is it?
Yep. It sure will.
I need you to edit some things I said. Before you put this on now.
No, so this going on radio. So tell your wife this week you're going to have to expect some things.
Man, hold on. I don't need you to...
Tell First Lady I said hi.
Yeah, tell First Lady I said hi. Wink, wink. She know what I mean.
Hey, man, bye, get on my phone, man. Get on my phone.
Okay. But for those you guys that want to call in and you can tell young lady our number is 855-525-5683. If you want to call and share your experience, I want to hear about Koreatown down in Carrollton, Texas.
Yes, please call.
Django.
Yes, darling. Yes.
Dear.
Yes.
Since we were talking about stuff that black folks don't never talk about that we should be talking about,
yes.
Can I bring up one more thing?
Yes, you may.
when are y'all gonna let your uncle out of the closet, out of the back room, and pretend like he's up there?
The creepy molester uncle.
Not the molester uncle.
Oh, the molester uncle.
But the uncle that's struggling with mental illness that we don't talk about.
Oh, okay, because you got two. You got the molester uncle and you got the mental illness uncle.
And then you got the uncle that's struggling with mental illness. Two different uncles.
Okay, two different uncles. But they both sit in the same back room back there. There's always a room in the back.
The same back room.
Mm-hmm.
At what point are we going to start talking about, because you know that Christoph, what's his name? Christoph
St. John.
Mm-hmm. St. John died earlier this week. I know they have the Soul Train movie on right now, but remember that Don Cornelius committed suicide back in the day?
Right, right.
I just think that it's unfortunate in our communities that we don't address mental illness the way we should, and typically what we say is we're gonna pray about it. Or you know, he just crazy, or you know how he is, or he just he just moody, or whatever. I think that when you know it's something wrong, when they have like some distinct bipolar tendencies, surely we can talk about it. Surely we can go and get some help for it. Surely we can do something before it gets to the point where there's no coming back from it. And I know that's not the funniest thing to talk about.
Right.
But in my mind, I'm sorry. I'm taking my little moment to say,
that's okay.
For all of you folks that are out there listening on this program or on any of our lives, if you are struggling with mental health, please go and get some help. If somebody in your family is struggling with mental health, please stop sweeping it under the rug, because we don't need to lose anybody else in our communities from something that we think is a stigma and we don't address. Because if they had cancer, if they had a heart attack, something like that, we wouldn't be hiding and we wouldn't not talk about it. So when it has something to do with our mental health, can we please all commit to going and check on Uncle Jimmy up in the closet, up in the
closet?
Can we please? Even Uncle Jimmy in the closet, whoever it may be, can we go check on our uncle?
That's the molester uncle. That's
Chester.
That's Chester. That's Uncle Chester. Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
We slide the food under his door.
Don't let him out.
Yeah.
Not now.
But you're right.
Be not letting them out.
Right. You know, we do have, and I want to say this in the moment of seriousness, we do have that. And I think the biggest argument that we need to look at, especially in the black community, is mental illness and how black people try to ignore that it exists.
Right.
And that we don't want to we don't want to address it, because we have it used to be back in the day when people committed suicide that we were like, no, that ain't us. Black people don't commit suicide. That's white folks stuff. Black people do commit suicide. Yeah, black people do commit suicide. Absolutely. Now, it's not extremely common with us, but it's more common than we choose to ignore. Okay.
I just wonder how many black men suffer from PTSD.
Well,
because I would think it would be probably kind of high.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a friend that suffers from that. I kind of suffered from that when I got out the military. So, yes. Oh, we got a phone call. Hold on 1 second here. Yes, Devil's Advocate Radio. Do I know your side chick?
Kind of.
You might.
Okay, what's going on, Baba?
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm good. How's everything?
Oh, good. Talk to us about black-owned business. Tell us where black folks, what we need to talk about and how things need to be spoken on.
Great. I'm listening to the conversation this afternoon. This great conversation. It's much needed. I live in New York City, and I'm looking at, here you get a chance to see everything. Like you'll see the Asian, you'll see the Spanish, you'll see the Indian, you'll see, you're from New York, so you understand everybody has their own community. What I don't see is now, just to point out, in the African communities up here, like in certain areas, like up in Harlem and the Bronx, they do business with each other. Like they'll have no problem going to each other's restaurants, each other's, and it has nothing to do with you're from this tribe or this clan or this whatever over there. You're from Nigeria or Ghana or whatever. Now they get past that. They don't. They're like, hey, we're here. All we got is us.
Right.
So they'll go to their restaurants, like you go down on Fulton Street in Brooklyn,
and
it's pretty much Muslim, but I mean everybody eats in their restaurants. They buy they buy goods from each other, and that's what you see. The Bronx the same way. So I asked myself, like, what's the problem? Like, you're going to the West Indian, of course, up here is a big West Indian community.
Right, West Indians up there, yeah.
Even right now, they do have their own businesses, like they have their little roadie shops, their Jamaican restaurants. But when it comes to like supermarkets, now listen to what I'm saying. Supermarkets or main department stores, whatever, those are pretty much the Asians that own them. The nail salons, you've seen this, like on the news, the Asian women beating the brakes off these women up here in the nail salons. So you still see that problem, like you're talking about, like the brother who's he's a lawyer, right?
Right.
The one who's there with you today.
Yes, sir.
Right. You still see that same issue. Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, even though. So I started looking at it very closely, analyzing it, and like he was talking about with Dr. Claude Anderson.
Right. You're talking Dave language there. Mm-hmm.
Right. We don't have communities. We have neighborhoods.
Right.
And in our neighborhoods, you have the Arabs who own the corner stores, the bodegas.
Right.
And of course, the Chinese, the little hole in the wall Chinese food restaurants, which Lord knows what they're serving you. And like you said, we have to have a code of conduct, and a code of like, hey, if you go to Chinatown, I'm sure when you come up here, you go to Chinatown, they do business with each other. They don't care if you got the best deal in the world.
Right.
They will not buy.
They will not buy outside of their own. Right. Exactly.
They will buy.
But Africans don't fool with black folks.
Right.
And I noticed this, and it's like the reason they don't is because they have a code.
Right.
They're like, hey, we don't care if you got 75% off of what we get it from.
Right.
We're not going to buy from you because you're not Chinese.
Right.
And we have to get that code. We have to say, look, I'm, and like here I go to a like when I want to get my certain things like holistic things, I go to a African store on Atlantic Avenue, which is in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, right.
And the brother is he's from Gambia.
Right.
And he treats me with the utmost respect. He talks, he sits down, he has a conversation. It's not just like get in here and buy and get out. It's like, hey,
right.
And even though he doesn't have the cheapest product, you could go next door to the Arabs,
right,
and they may have it a bit cheaper, but Arabs look at you like, get out of here, buy it and get out.
Right, right.
So for that same reason, I would just stick with the guy and pay more money. Like you said, the code. You have to have the code. Like, look, man, I don't have to worry about, getting talked to any old way. Just real quick, I was in a store maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was buying some black seed oil, for those who know what that is. And it was like this Indian, I think he's like an Indian Muslim or Pakistani, and he was just talking to these brothers who were black Muslim, and he was just talking to them any old way. And
not when my money wouldn't be.
When they bought stuff, when they bought like a bunch of products from him, had up on the counter, and they give him his money, and he throws like the bag and tells him basically to put your own stuff in the bag. And I was like, I looked at that, and I was like, bruh, y'all better than me, because I would have took my money back.
Yeah. Well, Baba.
Then he looked at me and said, "Hey, what do you need?" And I was like,
"Nothing.
I'm good.
Nothing.
I'm out from you.
No, you ain't gonna treat me like that." But Baba, I hate to cut you short,
these
bro.
These were Muslims.
Yeah, I know.
Guy was
but you still got those old prejudices
up
like,
there. I would assume African American Muslim brothers, but they thinking like, oh, we brethren, and I'm looking at this guy treat them like crap.
Okay. Well, Baba, I appreciate you calling, but I got another caller coming in. I want to thank you. Call again next week.
I'm sorry, but thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate the call.
All right.
Okay, we'll wait for the call. We got a few more minutes. I want to hear your friend's testimony about Koreatown.
Well, yeah, I was hoping that she calls.
My boy Baba gets a little. That's my brother.
Okay, all right.
So the phone lines are open. He gets a little winded.
Please give us a call. So.
Yeah, if you got a few minutes left for you, give us a call. Go ahead, Mia. I know you were saying something.
Oh no, I was just saying that I hear the folks talk about the African community and them having their own stores, but Africans don't support black people at all whatsoever. Period. They think they better than you.
I disagree.
Mia, I don't know what Africans you've been around.
Exactly.
But
I've been around a bunch of Africans.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of them I've been around are totally supportive.
Right.
In fact, a very dear friend of mine just married an African in Los Angeles, and while I was out there last year, I mean, they were happy to buy my product, told me.
So when you've been in a black store, you telling me that when you've been in a black restaurant or a black store, you seen a bunch of Africans in there?
I don't know if they were African or not, but I'm just saying.
You know an African when you see one.
I'm saying. Well, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Open up a can of worms.
But what I'm saying is, I've eaten in their restaurants. In fact, I think he's passed away now. But right there in Nashville, a prominent African restaurant used to be right there by down off in God, I can't even remember. Down in Nashville, but I think he passed away about 2 years ago.
I'm not saying that black people don't support African stuff. I said, when was the last time you seen some Africans supporting some black folk stuff?
Well, I know they've supported my stuff. You know, I started my product in Memphis.
You can tell me the last time you done seen some Africans up in a black person's establishment.
Have you been to the flea market in Nashville yet?
Yes.
Well, that's where I started marketing my product. My number 1 and 2 customers were Africans, and were proud to give me information on how I could get my product in Ghana, Nigeria, and other places. So my experience has not been like yours.
One of my best experiences, one of my best trips is when I went to Ghana. How they treat you there, you know.
What's up, Shan?
That's why I'm going back this year.
Different.
In fact, Ghana has launched a African diaspora return to Ghana movement, where they are asking as many Africans as possible to bring their resources, bring their knowledge, their expertise, bring it back to Ghana, and let's begin to rebuild Africa all over again. So,
I've seen that, and I'm down for it.
So there has certainly been a lot of African countries are beginning to reach out to the African diaspora and asking them, let's share our values, because we are now, look, you have to understand, white supremacy is real. Menticide is real, and it has affected people of color all over this world. Right. So before we get too critical of our people, let's understand what we've been through, and let's nurse each other back to sanity.
I haven't been real critical of my people in a real long time, but today is the day that I've decided.
Yeah, you kind of somebody done stole your goldfish.
I've been patient. I'm not anymore. We got to do better.
Oh, I agree with you, but we've got to keep opening our arms to those who don't understand and keep talking to them, because you got to understand. Okay. We're just up from slavery since 1964. Right. Okay, we spent 400 years under bondage, not just physical bondage, but mental bondage, and we've got to break that mental chain now. And unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to be done in our lifetime.
Right.
But we've got to sow the seeds to our children so that they won't continue to live under this menticide that was perpetrated on us by white supremacy.
Right. And that's great. And you know what? Mia? Miss Woke.
Yes,
you still there? You there, ma'am? You there?
I'm here.
Okay, we go. Let's say we do a part 2 to this. This is Black in honor of Black History Month. Y'all want to do this again? Because really, an hour just ain't gonna cut it.
Right. Yeah.
An hour just not gonna cut it.
No.
So
I agree.
So next week we're gonna talk about, because it's gonna be Side Chick Day. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. Because that's the Friday. If you think you're lonely now, wait till next Thursday. I almost hear about the liars that sit around here and swear up and down. They single, but they got quiet on Valentine's Day. They Facebook post went off. So we're gonna talk about that next Friday, and we're gonna come back talking about what we need to do in the Black community in honor of Black History Month. Right. And I want to thank everybody for joining us in.
Yes, sir.
On our anniversary show. I want to thank, of course, my man over here, Head Sanford. He's gonna be leading us heading on down.
No, I ain't going permanent.
Well,
I'll be back.
Permanently.
Yeah, I'll be back.
And of course, Almany Brown, aka Absolute Gold.
Incredible Gold.
Incredible Gold.
Yes,
see,
sir.
I gotta get that on there. And of course, Miss Woke, she up here hiding out like DB 613 in her undisclosed location. Oh, one thing before you go, I want you to shout out about your entrepreneur thing real quick. Shout out about it that you're doing.
Oh, okay. So www.getcetgo.com, www.getsetgo.com, and join me on our retreat in beautiful Dominican Republic, May 1st through 5th. Come on, women, let's get it. Let's go.
All right, go down there and wear my leopards. You stroll in your leopards. That's what you do. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you again next Friday here, same bat time, same bat channel. And don't forget, if you can't stand the heat, they're out of Harold's Kitchen. Bye, folks.